Hello, second part of the level.
Right. The cliff is just ahead at the end of the old city. Beyond that is the refinery's backyard.
So what? It's a sheer drop? The refinery's not connected to the city at all?
No, it was only built 2 years ago. There should be a narrow path around there that leads to the plant. It is protected by a fence, but probably you can cut your way through.
Probably.
Don't get cocky.
Probably.
Most likely it is Desperado running security down there.
Oh no, Desperado. That means bad things, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. All it does, all it means is they just put a few more extra cameras there. Which just makes me, this makes me kind of use a bit more stealthier methods, as it were. And here are the ball arms! Which are sometimes referred to as geckos, but I always call them ball arms. Or what are they called? Baby geckos? Mini geckos? Something geckos. They're called something geckos. I can't remember for life what the name is. But for the most part, they aren't really that hard to kill. They're just the very tiny enemies that usually swarm you. So we got that kind of game in a fighting game. So yeah, that's always good. Anything over here? Nope. Get your ventilation out of my face.
Dolcev and his team must be in here. Find him.
Now be on the lookout for these cameras like I was talking about a few seconds ago. You can't easily cut them down, mind you, though. What? What saw me? Oh, cameras! Dang it! I didn't even listen to my own advice! The geckos! Get your geckos out of here! I deal with geckos! Blade mode, Ripper mode, Red Angry Time mode. This is a bad place. I don't like this place anymore. Okay, camera, you need to stop shooting me. Like, ASA right now. Get your shit. There. Try to build a camera on that. Get out! Little ball gecko trying to sneak up on me. After I got caught. Basically nullifying all of my advice just put out. Make myself look like a fool. Oh yes. When you see these sections, always keep your infrared on in this section, because after you take it off, you can easily see all the lasers.
In the area. Part of factory security, no doubt, but the enemy may be using it.
Hello, gun camera. Won't get caught by you again. Remember, go on this side, not the walkway. Or just get caught, it's fine. I hate the one thing I hate about the geckos, more so than any other enemy, is just for the fact that... Oh dear. That was the same. Just for the fact that they can, like, get on you. When they clamp on you, they steal your, what you call it, energy, I guess you could call it? Blade mode time? Something, whatever. And that's really annoying. As Ripper mode can be really helpful in many, like, situations. Let's press a button to get out of here. Okay, keep in mind, there are lasers everywhere. I'm not going for cameras. Now let's see how stealthy I can be. Bit of a tidbit. First time I was planning to do this whole playthrough as a post-commentary run, but I realized that would be physically impossible for a game such as this. And I don't really know much... Oh god. I don't really know much about the Metal Gear Solid lore to be able to handle such a playthrough. Sonic, of course, on the other hand, as you can see from, like, basically the majority of my games on this channel, are Sonic related, and I'm well versed in the Sonic universe, so I can easily hold up a playthrough of that. As this is basically the first time, well, not first time, second time I was basically beating a Metal Gear Solid game, Metal Gear game, I guess you call it. as the first one was in Metal Gear Solid 4, Sons of the Patriots, was it? I believe it's called. And that was like basically the first Metal Gear Solid game I ever beat. Also played, actually. Actually, no, tell a lie. The first one I played, I don't remember the first one I played. But I remember when I first played it, basically, it was my friend's copy, but... Oh crap, whatever. Tell them what story right now. It was my friend's copy, and basically all I did for like the majority of my time playing it was just hide under a table and just... Since I set the alarm off, so I just hid under a table to hide. But throughout the whole time, people were running in, and I was just trying to just put them asleep with the tranquilizer gun. And that was all I did. That's all I remember, actually, I should say. I'm pretty sure I did other things, as he did come over and we did dumb stuff. But other than that, that's all I remember from the game. I think I was in a laboratory of some sorts, but I don't remember anything past that, really. Also, I should say this right now. Be on the lookout for cardboard boxes. Especially special ones, like these. As it contains one of the many men in boxes. Now in total there are 5 men in boxes, and I believe after you find all of them, you get a special weapon called a wooden staff. I think it's a wooden sword. Yeah, it's a wooden sword. I'll show off right now, actually. Might as well. Where is it? That's not the right section for wooden swords. You get the... Where is it? Not Foxblade. The... Wooden sword. I passed it like twice, didn't I? The wooden sword. Basically, the wooden sword is just that, a wooden sword. But besides that, the wooden sword is actually a weapon that makes the game a lot harder. As its main purpose, because you can upgrade weapons throughout this game. And all of its upgrades, usually the base upgrades are, you upgrade its attack, upgrade the rate of its blade time, and you upgrade the rate of how fast it can build up the blade time. But the weapon has everything not the normal, but for the attack, if you upgrade it, you actually lose attack. As its main purpose is just basically to stun enemies. Also, here's another VR box, mind you. Which I think is a pretty cool, I guess, a pretty cool way to make the game harder. I mean, if you play with a fully upgraded wooden sword under Revengence, you would have to be pretty damn good at the game, mind you. I would really like to see someone do that.
I was wondering when you'd come, Jack the Ripper.
No one calls me that anymore.
Well, she is dead.
Where is he?
I can show you a better time than that crusty old bear.
You're in charge here?
I am Mistral, the cold wind of France. And your reputation precedes you. Liberian, but white as snow. A natural-born killer, even as a child.
That was a long time ago.
I was born in Algeria myself, you know. I'm only half French.
And?
We had our own civil war in the 90s. So you see? Cut from the same cloth, you and I.
You don't know me.
I lost my whole family. Everything. But I butchered those fuckers. My family's killers. That's when I realized I am a killer too. And a good one at that. I slaughtered dozens in Iraq, in Afghanistan. I'd found my calling.
Proud of that, are you?
What happened, happened. To be honest, I found it quite dull. My enemies fell like domino, one after another. Not once did I feel threatened. I was adrift, without challenge, without purpose. At times, I even envied my prey. At least they had a cause to die for. And then, I met him.
Who?
And I knew what I had been missing. His ideals gave my life meaning. Ideals, Jack. What are yours?
I protect the weak.
Still? So
Oh,
naive.
poor thing.
And if I must kill to protect them, then so be it.
One of the things as a pet. Aww.
Seems we have less in common than I thought.
I'll take that as a compliment.
If you would kill for your ideals, then surely you are ready to die for them.
I see she's the ringleader of the baby geckos. I'm getting some real Psycho Mantis vibes out of this.
Come, manga.
Okay. So this is Mistral. Basically, the main gameplay gimmick of her thing is... Oh, after I don't wreck her that too bad. Is after you hit her enough times... Oh, one thing I should mention. There's geckos everywhere. So if you really hate the little guys, you're really gonna hate them here. The main thing about her is she uses the geckos to the full advantage. She uses them as like projectiles. As you can see, she's probably gonna do now. After a while, even if you break her pole arm, she's slightly vulnerable, but she easily gets it back. You have to watch out for basic swipes later on in the game. Well, I'll explain later on in the level. But for now, it's not really that hard. Just watch out for the geckos here and there, which can drain your stuff. Which is kind of annoying. But when you can, kill the geckos. And she can really use them as weapons. Like, legitimately use them as weapons. Even though I think the things are kind of cute and sweet, and it's... Oh, Jesus! Okay, let's play... Okay. You want to play rough? I will play rough. This individual. Yep, here's where she starts throwing them. You can easily block them, but I prefer just running. Because I don't feel like dealing with them. Come on, you! Oh god, that's bad. Here's where cutscene matters, actually. Gotcha! And if you actually cut it, there's two different types of scenarios that happen here. If you don't cut it, you will be the one flying out there, and Mistral chasing you. But since I did it correctly, I kicked her ass all the way to the pole, and flew after her. Okay, so we're reaching pain now. Pain threshold at maximum. Come on, boy, get out of here. Shoo. Die. Get your whip out of here, Missy. Ain't having none of your nonsense. So far, so good this time around. Even though I had to reset. Something I really didn't want to do. Where'd she go? I really wish you could use the small gecko people, the baby geckos. I keep like forgetting the name of making them for them, as a way to replenish your health. Because Revengence, it's Revengence mode. I mean, come on, but you know what I mean, though. It still would have a nice way to refill your health, but after this section, you actually get a nice little break in that sense, which is always kind of nice. Ha! You missed! Now I'm gonna break you. Everything's just getting wrecked. Jesus. So here we're lyrics kicking. So far so good. I've already like knocked down quite a few pegs. Cut off a pole arm. Get... Oh, that was a cheap shot. God, I hate the geckos in this boss fight. So one thing I hate about the boss. Just the geckos. Nothing else. I mean, the boss... If it was just a boss fight and that was it, that would be fine. But no, I have to have geckos here and there. I know it's her gimmick, but I like the boss fight. And all in all, I like the boss fight. It's a pretty fun boss fight. But the geckos really detract from the enjoyment, as they just randomly leech onto you and steal your energy. It's really annoying. So it's like another factor you have to concentrate on, that you shouldn't, in many parts, concentrate on them. I wouldn't mind if they randomly like pop on her, and that's like a main gameplay gimmick where she just jumps on them, or uses them as projectiles. But as long as they're not on the actual field attacking me, that's the thing I hate. Also, I find running around in circles apparently to be oh god. Okay. Way to pretty much prove my theory null and void. Jerk. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's use your own weapon against you. The polearm. It'll strange you, as it were. You done? Now you can die. The thing about the polearm, which is pretty neat in my eyes, it's one of those weapons in the game where you can actually do a lot of attacks. It attacks really fast, making it so the enemies can't really react that well. Especially in the case with Mistral. It's also very good at handling, I guess you call them, large waves, or large hordes, I guess you'd say, with this wide range and such. Come on, get your jimmies off. Let's go. We got things to do. Go on, rip me apart. See what happens. You geckos, go away. I see you chasing me. Let's finish it with Ripper. I like how Ripper mode's still on. Right down the middle. Looks like she just couldn't cut it.
Mistral, report! Your vitals are dropping.
I lost. So this is how they felt.
What?
Dying. For a cause.
Wait. No. Hold on.
I am sorry. He was too much.
I do not need apology. I need you alive.
But I know you will never fall.
What? What is this talk about?
Je t'aime. De tout mon corps.
Je t'aime. Mister, you never...
She's not talking to you, idiots.
That's just rude.
You killed her!
Buddy into people's conversations writing? Come on now.
That's rich coming from you. It's overdose, I am. Surrender.
Translation?
Why would I surrender? You are exactly where I want.
Shit.
Built with Russian money to make Russian money. It is no plan for outcasts. It is their prison. But now, they will be free!
And he went boom. A very spectacular explosion, showing off a lot of particle effects.
Damn. Crazy son of a bitch.
Ryder? Ryder, what happened?
Bastard blew himself up.
I see. Time to get you out of there. We're sending a helicopter. Secure an LZ.
Pretty sure I gotta secure LZ right here. That's what we call a trailer shot. So that's the end of Chapter 1, Coup d'etat, done and dusted. And apparently got a C rank for it, which is understandable, completely understandable. So, yeah. Apparently I missed 2 battles, which kind of sucked, but yeah. So I'll see you guys next time in the next chapter of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Or next file. Whatever you guys want to call it. I'm calling it chapters. Okay. So that's been it for Battle, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.